Welcome
All right,
back.
well, yep, you could say it.
Oh, dude, I didn't know where we were starting. I was just gonna be like, "Welcome back." Yep, gotta go.
Yeah, we gotta leave. It is a blizzard out.
Dude, it's kind of.
It got bad so fast.
It was fine all day. I thought like with the weather, it was like melting as it hit. So like I was like,
Yeah.
if it's like this, it's gonna be fine. And like at most, it's gonna freeze, and that's gonna be what we deal with. But
And then
No,
all of a
this
sudden, I
shit-
looked out again. I was like, oh, it's not that anymore. It's actually
No.
blizzard.
no,
Yeah, roads were not beautiful.
no, I mean they ain't bad in the minivan.
One thing I will say, and I fucking hate it. It drives me insane. I can't believe we're getting snow in April. It's Wisconsin. We get snow every single year until like the middle of May. I don't understand why people are so surprised every single year.
Just ask somebody who has a birthday in April.
Yeah.
Like it's literally a 90% chance Brandon has
Okay, Austin.
snow on his.
Do you have
birthday.
snow on your birthday? His birthday's in April.
Yeah, but late April, so it's usually like for my brother's birthday's today,
Yeah.
and so for his birthday, I'd probably say a good 85 to 90% of the time he has snow on his birthday every
Yeah.
year. Every
Yeah.
year there's
Yep.
snow here. Maybe not last year because last year was weird. I know for a fact the year before we did because we got a snowstorm and you and Cheryl called me about going to the Bucks Brewers game. Or I mean the Cubs Brewers game.
Did we?
While I was at work in a snowstorm. And I was like, this is so weird that you guys are asking me to go tomorrow to opening day at Wrigley Field.
I don't remember that.
During a
I don't
snowstorm.
remember. I remember
'Cause
going to that.
I was working outside. It was so cold, dude.
Oh.
So
Well, I remember,
cold.
yeah, the game was terrible. We all were like, dude, it's fucking April. It's not gonna
Yeah.
be cold. We went there and it was fucking freezing.
But with my birthday being April 18th, yeah, it's hit or miss. I'd say it's probably good like 50 shot whether or not I'm going to have snow.
For my birthday, which mine's like middle of March. Mine is very hit or miss. I think mine's about 80% shitty weather. And even honestly, maybe 90% shitty weather, like snow, really cold wind. And then randomly here and there, it's like this year was nice on my birthday. Like we could have went outside, played basketball, done whatever on my birthday because for some reason this year, like the entire month of March was like 70 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
And then it jumped back. And I think that's why people always get so like surprised when snow hits in April. But it's like, dude, it happens every single year.
It's going to. And we just got to get like, okay, I tell my customers like at work because I deal with windows,
Yeah.
like we have special like accommodations that like corporate will give us versus somebody who lives in like Alabama.
Well, yeah,
Like-
definitely. Because
like,
Alabama doesn't.
We have complete, but like, or
Does it snow in Alabama?
I don't know.
Is
I
that
should have
too
named.
close?
I should have named somewhere that
Like
like
Florida?
it snows. No,
Oh,
like,
that it does snow?
Like it does or it
Oh, like
doesn't. But like
Tennessee?
most of the time it doesn't.
Yeah, like Tennessee, I feel like is
So-
a place.
So yeah, like they would have probably like different regulations and
Yeah.
stuff for like their window. It's the same way.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm also the type of person, I don't mind snow. So I don't get like upset about it.
I
Other
just hate
people
driving
get.
it. It's the only thing.
Okay, I'm really guilty of this, and I did it today because I was in a rush to get home. I did not brush off
You're a
any
piece
of my.
shit. I actually saw the whole front of your car. I was like, damn, he must have just been driving right into it.
Oh no, it was worse. I couldn't literally. A lot of times I just get in the car and go, and then I realize I'm like, oh shit, I didn't clean off my entire passenger side. I couldn't see out of it. My mirrors were covered.
You're a
I
piece
couldn't
of
see
shit.
out of the.
How unsafe is that for you, dude?
Oh, very.
The mirror's got to be like undone.
Also, okay, listen. Even in the middle of the summer, I don't use my mirrors.
Oh my god, how have you not been in an accident?
Turn around, fucking look.
Oh well, yes, that. But like
The
Especially
mirrors are
in-
pointless.
in our car, like it lights up and like yells at you when
Yeah.
a car is there. So you definitely like have probably gone away from looking at your mirrors even more because you have that like sense like,
Well, yeah.
oh shit,
Yeah, I'm not looking.
Well-
I'm turning around, but I don't just go.
this has nothing to do
Nope.
with your eyes, but peripheral vision. I bet it pops up. That orange dot pops up on you.
I
'Cause it does
notice
for me.
I notice it more, but also like I said, yeah, I've never, even like before this car, I've never used my side mirrors. I just fucking turn. I just fucking turn around and look.
Dude.
Well, why do, like, honestly, mirrors are pointless in my opinion. I don't use them ever.
You should, Alex.
I haven't gotten in an accident. You've gotten in more. And not your fault.
None were my fault.
Hey,
Not
but-
a single one was my fault.
maybe if you weren't using mirrors, you wouldn't have gotten in any in the first
Okay,
place.
bitch. First off, none of my accidents did I need a mirror for because
Yeah, but-
I got rear-ended on your fucking street. All right, you dumb bitch.
Well, you
so
never know.
that was no reason for me to use my. If I'd used my mirrors, what was that going to do?
I don't know. Maybe just like, listen, and this is a good point. Maybe one time you used your side mirror and it took a half a second more to do what you wanted to do. Like maybe you went like this and then turned around and looked. Instead of just doing this, you would have been a half a second faster, or later, you wouldn't have gotten in that accident.
Alex,
It's like Final Destination type shit. Every choice you made led up to that.
real shit. If you took your driver's test right now, do you think you'd pass?
Oh yeah, because I would use I would use the mirrors then, or pretend like I was.
written test and the actual like DL test, like behind the wheel test.
Okay, I would pass the test if they didn't make
Bro,
me
you
parallel
smiling
park.
while you say it is making me nervous.
If they didn't, because I didn't have to do it originally when I took my test.
I remember you yelling at me coming home from Milwaukee while you're driving, and I can just see the person sitting next to you with their notepad talking to you, and you're like, "Bitch, shut up! I'm
Shut up."
trying to concentrate. I can't drive and talk."
Did you have to parallel park when you took your driver's license
Nah,
test?
she didn't make me.
I didn't either, and if I did, I was fucked.
I heard it's not even on the test anymore.
Well, yeah, you barely have, especially like in our area, you don't have to do it. Like if you don't want to, or if you're me, if you're driving with Cheryl, just switch. We get to where we need to go. Like you park now, you do it.
I do.
You've
remember
done that too. I'm pretty sure.
I've no only in the work truck and trailer when I first started.
Yeah.
Would I be like Minnie would be like, yeah, he's like, you're driving. Be like, yeah, that's fine. I'll drive. But as soon as we get to the customer's house, I'm getting the fuck up out this seat. And you're pulling in, and I did that for months,
Yeah.
like for months until the one morning it was like 5:30, and I was feeling ambitious, and I was like, I'm just gonna try it. All the like the leads of the crews, were all in for a manager meeting. And so all of us like secondary guys, we're like all outside just waiting, chilling. I'm like, well, fuck it. I'm going to get my truck, pull it up, get ready so we can skedaddle about this bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I shouldn't have.
Did you hit a car?
No, I hit the fucking dump.
I hit the dump.
It sucked because everybody was standing there and it was so loud that everyone like inside the building popped their heads outside to see what happened.
Did I?
And then I like walked around and
That's
then,
embarrassing. They all saw it or what?
well, a couple of them. And then you remember his name's Nick. I'm not going to say his last name, but like, he's a good buddy. There's no reason I wouldn't want to
Yeah.
say his last name. I'm just
Yeah.
not going to.
Yeah, no, I got it.
But he just started. It was like his third day,
oh, I think I know who you're talking
and I
about. Yes.
like ran around the fucking dumpster, and I like came back and I was like, Nick, what the fuck did you do, bro? Like just to like try and like
Blame it on him.
not put it on me.
It was him.
But then everybody came, like everyone that was already outside was like, yeah, shut the fuck up.
We saw it
Yeah,
happen.
we know it was you. And
Did
was
I
like,
ever tell you about the time at Reed Golf Course?
No. Oh yeah. Refresh my memory, but I do recall.
So
you
at
mentioning.
Reed Golf Course, they have a parking lot where it's slots like this, and then also slots like
It's
this.
just a zoo, though. It's like
Yes,
it's a gravel
and-
pit.
And they have slots like this directly behind parking stalls like this. So when you back out, you're trying to maneuver between the two cars beside you and then also a car behind you, like diagonal. And when I got back from golf, the two cars next to me were so close to my car, I couldn't fucking turn my car to like lean out to like maneuver. I was stuck because then there was also a car parked behind me. I could not for the life of me get out. And I was panicking. And I went with Dalton. So I called him. I was like, I have no idea what to do. And he's like, what? I was like, I am stuck in the parking lot. I can't get out. So I literally spent like 15 minutes, like literally like nudging back and forth.
Austin Powers in that bitch, like
Literally,
in a
that's
hallway.
all I could do. And then finally I was like, okay, if I think I can make this last one. And the car that was behind me was a really nice, like vintage car. Just fucking hit it. Just fucking backed right up into it.
Is this a hit and run situation?
Oh yeah, I left.
Oh,
I
man.
hit it and I like peeked out the window. Like I didn't get out, but I like looked and I was like, no damage.
Buddy hit the.
Yeah, well, it was silver on silver. It was when I had my cruise at the time.
Yeah.
So it was silver on silver. You couldn't see anything. I mean, I was only going like a mile an hour, so I'm sure there was legitimately nothing.
You're wild, dude.
But I hit
That's
it,
fucked up.
and then I was like, perfect. Now I can get out. So I just left.
Dog nudged it. Bro said,
I just don't
Slide to
understand
the
how
left.
someone didn't go. People might have a problem backing out of here if other people can't park.
That's been a whole zoo, dude. That parking lot will forever be a zoo, especially if you go golfing in the first part of the year when everybody wants to get out and golf. There's no shot. You better park down the road.
Yeah, I've learned.
And then you're at hole 4 and then your car might get hit.
I even do that in parking lots now, like Walmart. I park in the back. I don't like having to like,
What do you mean you park in the back, like towards Culver's?
yeah, where there's
Okay.
way like more.
For some reason, I like thought like back,
behind
back,
Walmart.
Yeah.
I just park in the docks. I'm like, I'm just here grocery shopping. Are you cool if I park here?
Yeah, brother, just bring
I'm
it
gonna
on
back it up. Yeah,
Here
can you
we
direct
go.
me
Yep.
in? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah. And I do that because I don't like backing. I've also brought this up. People who fucking back into stalls, you're fucking weird.
I do it all the time.
What reason?
To me, it's 100% easier and safer for me to do it that way because if I'm pulling out, like let's say if I know like as I'm pulling in, there's no one around me, no one's gonna fuck with me, I'll back in because versus when I come out and I'm leaving, I'd rather see face to face what's all around me than trust my camera or looking over my shoulder. Like,
But if there's cars, like, are you gonna back up in between two cars?
I mean, probably not. Like I said,
You're saying so if it's like an open area and there's no one but you'll do it?
yeah, but I mean, yeah. I actually don't think it matters. Like I'll do it if there's cars around
Yeah,
me or
but
not.
the thing is, like, you have to do the backup at one point, regardless of which way, if it's leaving or going in.
Yeah,
What's
and
the
I'd rather-
difference?
Because at the start, I know nobody's gonna be like I don't have to worry about like stopping and going and somebody waiting on me. Cause like I feel bad if somebody's waiting on me to do that. Cause then at that point I'm thinking I'm in their position. I'm like, this asshole's just taking all this time to park like this and there's no reason for it. But in my eyes, for me, it's like I'll take the time now because it's easier than getting in my car, pulling out, not seeing who's coming from what way, pedestrian or a car. And even though the
that's
car's
the same situation, though, is it not?
yes, but yes and no, because at the start I already know that there's nobody around me.
Yeah, but what if you like when you go to like do this, like you know how you have to like go like this and then go like that?
Yeah.
You could go like this and then someone could walk out or another
Yeah, but
car
at that
could come
point
up.
I'm already seeing it. And they've already seen me.
I get what you're saying because like if you have to be so far out to see
At
past
that point,
the cars.
they're either getting out of their car at the start to go in the building, or they're just getting in their car to like leave, and they've already seen me doing all this. So I don't feel like to me I have to speed myself up for them. It's the people like let's say I'm pulling in, like for some reason Noodles and Company pops up into my mind right now. So like I'm pulling in, and somebody's directly behind me.
Yeah.
I will just pull in normal because I don't want to have them waiting
Like
on
wait
me.
for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
I get that.
In
yes.
those situations, yeah. And then I'll just take the chance when I leave. But if I know I'm good, nobody's around me, nobody has to wait on me, I'll take that extra time to back in because leaving is just going to be a lot.
I guess it might just be a thing for me where because I don't like backing into things.
I was just going to say, you don't
But-
like doing it or probably
also,
can't
like-
do it. So
I feel like I could. I just don't do it. So like I would be bad at 1st
Mm-hmm.
doing it. But like backing up, I usually like if I back up, I go a little bit and then I stop for a second so people can see my car.
Mm-hmm.
And then I slowly go more and more and more. And I just go, I've never had an issue except for a few times
right.
where I've hit cars.
Vintage cars.
Car on downtown Appleton.
Jesus Christ. How many cars have you hit?
4,
Alex.
maybe 5.
Bruh.
All going really slow.
Okay.
Once at the Reed Golf Course, okay. Once at Reed Golf Course.
Was alcohol a problem?
No,
in any of
no,
these?
no, no,
Okay,
no, no, no,
good.
no. These were all before I drank even.
Okay.
And once at Reed Golf Course, once downtown, me and Brian literally went to Toppers. Brian, let me know if you remember this. I know you listen, so let me know if you remember this. We went down to, it was like 11 at night. And again, this was before I drank.
Mm-hmm.
We were at their old like apartment place down Appleton. And I was like, dude, let's go get Toppers. So we went and got Toppers, parked. By the time we got back, there was 2 cars that one parked in front of me and one parked behind. As I'm like backing up to get out, I hit the car behind me and I was like,
All for some breadsticks.
fuck topper sticks, man. They're so good.
All for that. That's it. That's all
And
you got.
then one time was in my driveway. I just backed right up on top of a car.
Good.
Yep, that
Good
one.
boy.
And there's definitely.
I can't talk too much shit. I've had one occasion. One.
Well, I mean, you can talk shit because I've had 3 or 4, and you've only had 1, so I've had more.
So I was with my uncle. We were at the Piggly Wiggly in Kaukauna. My girlfriend at the time was working. I was in her car. And my uncle was going inside to buy me a bottle.
A what?
A bottle of alcohol.
Oh,
Because at the
okay.
time I couldn't drink.
I thought you said a pop bottle, and I was
No,
like,
no. Just
why
a
did
bottle.
he have to buy you soda?
So he's inside, right? I just want to be quick. So like when I see him coming out,
Like, let's get the fuck out. You're
let's
like the
go.
getaway
Boom.
driver.
Like pulling out. I'm picking him up. He hops in the car. We pull off. We're gone. Yeah, my ass put it in reverse and not D. And when I fucking whoop and hit the car parked right behind me. And I thought, I'm like, well, fuck. Do I just pull off? And then I'm thinking, yeah, there's, we got a lot of sandwiches in the car at the moment. I'm like,
you gotta leave.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not really trying to stick around. So I just bounced. And then I texted my girl. I was like, so yeah, I just hit somebody's car in the parking lot. No alarms or anything were going off. And the car was fine. I got out and I looked at it. So
Yeah.
like at that point, I'm like, they would come out and they would be like, you're good, whatever. Like they probably would have thought it was a joke.
I just love tapped your car.
And that's really kind of all
Have
it
you
was
ever like door dinged someone?
all the time.
I was gonna say, dude, the
Dude,
amount
you
of
park
times.
that close to my fucking car, and when I open that shit, and as skinny as I am, and as small as I
Yeah.
am, I will attempt to get in without it. But like, if my kids like open that shit up, like when I had my car, like when they would open up the back doors, they would just fucking fling that shit
Oh, yeah.
wide open. Like on my van, everything's electric, so
Yeah,
you
so
just
it
press the
slides,
button,
yeah.
and it just opens.
So
on
that
its
won't
own.
happen much.
So it doesn't
anymore.
happen anymore. But like, yeah, oh yeah, all the time. You park so close to my car, I will hit your shit. I don't care.
When
Shit
we
on
would
you.
go out a lot, if I was like the passenger,
Mm-hmm.
I would like and I was hammered or something, I would just open the door and just boom right into another car. I remember I did it. Someone just got a car and I immediately fucking door dinged it, and I was like, I'm not saying a word because they didn't hear it. They didn't notice that I did it. I can't remember who I was with.
Bitch, it better not have been me.
No, it wasn't you. It was like
Well, let's name everyone that's gotten a new car recently.
no, this
Me?
was like 3-4 years ago.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember who it was, but I door dinged and I was like, not gonna.
Cheryl Dalton.
It might have been Dalton.
I was thinking it's either Cheryl or
Yeah,
Dalton because out
that's
of
what I
all
was
of your
thinking.
friends, it's me, Cheryl, Dalton.
Because I think it was when they lived in Nina, maybe. Yeah, maybe it was. I don't know. But again, like I looked and there was nothing, so I was like, I'm not gonna say shit right now.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't either.
Yeah, like if there was actual damage, I would I would be like, hey, I did that. I'll pay for if you need it fixed. But if there's nothing, I'm not gonna say nothing.
Yeah, no. But if you park that close to my fucking car, okay, let's say it this way. Like if I park and I'm like, oh shit, I'm really close, I will 100% make sure I don't fuck up your car.
Oh
But
yeah,
let's
if,
say
like,
I
if it's your
park-
fault, yeah.
I go into the fucking mall and I come out and your shit is like this close. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to open this up as hard as I can. I'm not saying I'm even going to open it up, medium.
But I'm just gonna open it up
But
like
I'm
I
gonna
normally
open
do,
it
and if
up.
it hits,
I'm not
Sorry.
gonna, fucking hold my breath and try and get in the van or whatever, dog. But like, if we ting a little bit, that's on you.
yep. And like,
Like-
I've hit some cars. I've never been in a car accident.
Or somebody who just pulls in and they're fucking like, the lines are straight and this motherfucker's parked like
Drives
this.
me insane. It's like, dude, just fix it.
We
Do
need
you
to bring
think you're
back
the
the
king of parking.
We need to bring back the Facebook and the Snapchat groups that people made. Like you could get a part of Snapchat groups of just people shit parking and people just post
yeah.
into the group all the
Dude,
fucking
just
time.
roast people. Be like, can anyone tell me who this is? And then you
Yeah.
figure out who they are. One of my favorite TikTok things. I haven't seen it in a really long time. I don't know if they still do it, but it's the people where they just leave the carts in the parking spots, and then the guy will walk up behind. Like he will be right there waiting for someone to leave a cart. He'll grab the cart and just put it in front of their car.
Oh, and then just keeps doing it when they get back in.
yeah,
I've seen
yeah,
that.
and then they get pissed about it. He's like, move the fucking cart. He's like, just put it back in the.
Hey, we gotta run.
Yeah, Austin has baseball on.
Sorry, Brewers are playing the Twins this week. Yeah,
Yeah, my
it's opening
boss
day
is
for
there. My boss is
for
there.
Brewers, so
Yeah,
that's good shit. Gotta love that.
Dude, I've been playing MLB 24, the show.
Good game.
Fun.
I play that one, and then I've been playing. My dad just got me into this other one. Fuck, what's it called? It's like
backyard baseball.
no, it's like that though. It's
Oh, it's
literally
probably
just like that.
MLB All Stars or something.
No, but no, like literally, dude, I'm not kidding. I'm showing you the fucking text. Look at this shit.
Is he just
No, he texts me, goes, oh, where the fuck is it? He goes, Super Mega Baseball. It's like backyard baseball, but with real players.
Yeah, dude. Backyard base. Did you ever play backyard baseball back in the day?
Fuck yeah, dude.
Fucking loved that game.
Um,
There's people who stream it. They have like an emulator on their PC. I want to do it, but I'm too scared to download an emulator because I don't want to fuck up my PC. So
why?
I don't know, because they're technically not legal.
Oh,
But
oh,
they,
yeah,
like
don't do that.
nothing will happen. Like I don't think so. Correct me if I'm wrong. If someone's listening,
Bitch, you said that about downloading music in high school too, and look what happened.
I got trouble. But I don't like. I don't know. I feel like it should be illegal because you're technically just ripping games. But I don't know. So if I'm wrong, if it's legal, let me know because then I might say fuck it and I might do it. Yeah, dude. Me
Why
and
don't you just
Cheryl.
Google it? Can you Google it?
I don't know. Probably. But who do you think I am? George W. Bush?
I don't know. Where are you going with that?
I don't know. I just said a name.
I know. And then I tried to play off it too, and I couldn't figure.
I was
anything
waiting. I
out.
didn't want to see if you were gonna say something. Yeah. Also, fuck Cheryl.
Why?
I can't beat him in MLB.
That
We've
sucks.
played 3 times. I'm 0-3. He's a stupid bitch.
That sucks. Get better.
There's no. I keep balking.
You keep. Oh,
How the fuck am I balking? I don't
I
get
don't know.
it.
The new controls and everything into the game are really good. I love them.
Yeah, I keep balking.
I think they're way more advanced. I think it's either gonna kill off a lot of people that love the game and want to play the game, or it's going to it's just something new. Like the play wise and everything. Dude, they have a when you hit a home run and it's so close to the wall and the defensive player is about to catch it and the game's like giving it to you,
yeah.
they give you the fan view.
Oh, do they really? That's cool.
So like you
Yeah.
sit there like you're in the crowd and you see this ball coming in and then the defensive
Yeah.
player coming up for it and everything and then the defensive player is freaking
Dude.
out saying that like it was a fan interference and shit. Dude, the videos, just everything that they put into the game, I feel like they've been working on for years.
Still looks like ass though.
I don't think that'll ever change for any EA game.
Any sports game, they
Any
all
EA
look.
game.
MLB looks good.
This
like,
is an EA game that I was playing
Like-
yesterday.
MLB the show looks great. The fucking stands, the field, like the audience looks so bad. And I know that's not like the main focus of a sports game, the fucking stands and stuff and the audience. It looks so bad and it just takes me out so fast of the like realism of it. Also, the
Yeah.
online's ass. It stutters, it lags.
That's how it goes every year.
Yeah, and me and
It
Cheryl were
took
talking.
it took probably 2-3 months for them to actually get it down last year.
Yeah, and it's like, how? Just fucking make it work.
It's every
Because
single
like
year.
me and Cheryl I'm gonna be Cheryl. I feel like you're gonna be listening. I'm gonna be totally honest. One, I wanted to play because I wanted to play MLB because I've been kind of trying to get more into baseball. And 2, I wanted to play a game where I didn't have to listen to you scream and yell every 5 seconds. So I was like, perfect, MLB the show, baby. We can play that, and we do. But every single time
He'll
we go,
figure it out. He'll
No.
figure out ways to rage at it.
it kind of was. Every single time we go to swing, it like cuts and then swings. Like it stops for a second and
Dude, it was doing
drives
that
me
last year too.
insane. I was like, dude, how can it be fluid?
You got to play Road to the Show. That's what I love playing.
Oh, Road to the Show is the best.
I
dude.
play Road to the Show for like the first couple months until they get the online and everything figured out. And then, well, even though I'll play like Diamond Dynasty, I'll do my Diamond Dynasty, and that's not as bad,
dude.
but it's still technically an online feature. So you definitely run into bugs.
The best MLB the Show, 2007, baby. I played that on my PSP literally the entire way to Colorado. So we were going to Colorado, so I did a Road to the Show, and I played like for Colorado because we were going to a Colorado baseball game.
Yep.
So I was like, fuck it, dude. I'm going to do this. Literally the entire like 19 hour car ride. This is a really tough sentence for me to say. I played it the entire time. I didn't
Yeah.
go to bed. I was so addicted.
I loved it. I love these
So
games. They're always going to be the best games.
Anyone?
Hockey games are on the come up though. I swear to God, hockey games are so much fun. I bought the NHL 24 because it was on sale.
Yeah.
That shit is fun.
I never played.
That one's
I've never played.
I enjoy it because the last like couple years, I think since like 14, they've been doing like their own Road to the Show version,
Yeah.
and that one's a lot of fun when you can just play yourself and that's all you have to worry about.
Yeah, I like those. I like that kind of thing. Do they have that in Madden?
Yeah.
Okay.
They have it in all of them. They have it in
I assume
FIFA.
they're just kind of different names. Fuck soccer, dude. Fuck soccer.
You know what game they don't have it in? Golf.
Well, yeah. I mean, isn't golf just fucking solo anyways? I was like, wait a minute. There's no teams in golf.
Fucking tennis.
Golf, dude. When we got into that for a little bit, the golf when we were playing against each other, that's fun.
Oh, it's still fun playing against my dad on that shit.
Dude, it drives me so mad how shitty sports games look.
Yeah.
For how good games can look now, fucking put some effort.
I don't know. Hockey games aren't bad. They've kind of got some. That's because everything glistens. That sounded weird. I feel like, but everything's shiny as fuck.
I said like I knew what you meant, but I really didn't.
Like it's shiny. Like everything like shines really well in the game. So like, and you're not really focused on the fans in that game because the camera view is just strictly on the ice.
Well, that's how racing games can also look good because you're going fast. So like they have that motion blur on racing games to make the game look more realistic. But if you stop in a racing game, like if you just stop in the middle of a track and look at like the surrounding like nature, it looks so bad. God damn it, this always pops up and it always scares me. Just a little, I want to say something to people. For anyone who says baseball is boring, you're stupid.
Kill yourself.
You're dumb.
Jump off a bridge.
I don't get how people find baseball so boring.
Literally, if you want to start your car in your garage, make sure all the doors are closed, everything's closed up, sit in your car for as long as you need to, okay? And then just roll the windows down and just let that air just kind of flow
I mean, I don't think you should do what he's saying right now.
It's the greatest sport alive, and if anyone says anything differently, I don't give a fuck. Everything else is rigged.
I think
you can't sit here and tell me baseball is rigged when you take the chance of someone throwing a 90-mile-an-hour ball. Let's just go average 75 to 90 miles an hour.
Yeah, no, you can't really like.
That's fast.
Yeah,
and you have to take a stick and swing it when this motherfucking ball is going like this. Super quick.
Yeah.
And try and tell me baseball's rigged? No.
I think, well, the only way it could, like in a real scenario with baseball, is the only way it could be rigged. They've rigged it before, way back in the day. Not recently. Like
I wouldn't say rigged.
Weren't the White Sox in a huge scandal like in the 40s or 50s? I read a book about this. I'm looking it up.
That's way too old for me to like.
Yeah, hold
probably
on.
give a shit about.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It was a long time ago.
You know what
White
I mean?
Sox scandal. White Sox scandal. The Blacks, or they were even called the Black Sox back then, I think, was a Major League Baseball game fixing scandal in which 8 members of the Chicago White Sox were accused of losing the 1919 World Series against the Cincinnati Reds on purpose in exchange for money from a gambling syndicate led by organized crime figure Arnold Rothstein. Yeah, so they purposely lost the game. Like that's the only way an MLB
that's
game.
That's called tossing.
Yeah, you toss a game.
That's not rigging or doing.
That's rigging.
I don't think so. I think that's 100% because that's on the players. You wouldn't say that was on the organization or the MLB entirety in its own. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The NFL posts the Super Bowl logo and how everyone says, "Oh,
the colors."
Yeah, and how it's been every single year. You'll never see something like that in baseball, ever.
Yeah, but I also think okay.
They cheated. The Astros
football's
cheated.
A bigger sport, isn't it now?
It's apparently like the sport.
Yeah,
it's like, you know what I mean, like.
Well, I think it's
America's. Is that America's sport?
No, I think baseball technically is still the American like sport.
It's Americans' pastime, but yeah.
Yes, sorry, but I think where baseball will get hit is because there are so many games. Where football, it's just once a week, or or for someone like me who will kind of only watch the Packers, you have one game a week. Whereas the MLB for the Brewers, they got 162 fucking games.
Let me pause you there. No human being is running up and down a field like a football player or a soccer player or even tennis players, someone who's constantly moving like that. When you play baseball, there are 9 innings where each inning you have a half where you're sitting out. And then while you're on the field, you're in between pitches standing there.
I'm really confused right now.
They barely move. That's why everyone thinks it's boring. Because the players aren't sitting there fucking going crazy unless a ball is hit towards them or a ball's hit in the outfield. So yeah, I can see why a lot of guys can go and they can play 8 games of baseball in a week.
Well-
rather a fucking football team trying to play even 2 games a week.
But that wasn't my point I was trying to make.
Well, then what the fuck is your point?
No, my point was like viewership. When I was saying, because like baseball is technically not like the biggest sport anymore, because they base that off of viewers. So because there's so many games
Well,
in baseball,
duh.
everyone's not watching every single game in baseball.
Oh, yeah, duh.
That was my point, and then you.
Well, we
jumped
were
up.
talking about-
I know, but then
so
I was
don't
trying
switch
to.
it up, bitch.
But I was trying to.
Fucking idiot. That's your fault.
No,
Yeah.
it's our fault.
No, yours.
We're a
You be doing
team.
that.
We're a team.
You be doing that.
Yeah.
Andrew goes, you gotta tell Alex to stop switching shit up so fast all the time. I'm like, you tell him.
Yeah, Andrew. Speak it with your chest, bitch. Come and say that. Come and say that to my face, ho.
Now he will on Friday. He'll call you.
And yeah, come and say it to my face. I'm gonna kiss you right in the lips.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, no, but I've watched. This is the first game that I haven't watched of the Brewers.
They're on a good streak.
Yeah, and
I mean, you guys played the worst fucking team in baseball.
doesn't matter.
Worst team.
Okay, who did you play?
Royals. And we beat
they're
them.
pretty good.
We
Okay,
beat
never
them.
mind.
We almost swept them, but then the third game we decided to put our brooms away, and not by put them away, we just threw them out of the clubhouse and said, "Fuck it, we're not going to show up
Wait,
at all."
What was the score?
I think it was like 11-0.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
the
we got
one thing about
dicked.
baseball that's so fucking funny to me. One game you can do incredible.
We were the only team that was like, we were the only team that didn't get the sweep because we were only 1 game away. Like you guys got the sweep, the
Yeah.
Yankees got the sweep.
Yeah.
Who else swept this weekend?
There was a few teams.
Yeah, no, there was like 4 or 5 teams that did
Oh,
sweeps.
I have to ask you.
Or no, there was only 3 teams that haven't
never
won a
mind.
single game up until yesterday.
Yeah. Wait, what's the Brewer score right now?
It's 3-1,
3-1.
top of the 5th.
Top of the 5th. I do think. For me, I think I've gotten more into baseball now. It's because because we were talking about this today at work. You have the time, and it's not a lot of time, especially with how the changes they've made
not
to
anymore.
baseball. But the time you have to like imagine what's gonna happen, the imagination of it, like, dude, what if he fucking hits this into left field? What if he hits it into right? What if they hit into a double play? Like you have that little bit of time to like kind of picture what you think is gonna happen, and then it might not, and it's that like, will this happen? Is what gets me right now. I think.
Go on like TikTok or YouTube or something and just watch gameplay and watch every single player. They all do it at the exact same time, the exact same moment. They all get into the ready stance. I
Yeah.
just saw a video like probably 2 or 3 days ago on TikTok of a guy who like was just in the stands and he was on the third base side. So he got the third, short, second, center, right, and left all in the same video. And he was just boom. And they all did the exact same pose, jump,
Yeah, they
everything
all get like ready, like they
in the
all get
exact
like,
same moment. And it just kind of goes off of like what you're saying because, yeah, they're all kind of preparing for that moment. And it's like people say hitting baseball's not hard. It's the hardest thing to do in the world.
yeah, dude.
It's literally the hardest.
Going into like Badger and like the batting cages, going in 80, I could hit some of them, but I was definitely just getting fucking lucky hitting it. Like, you know, and especially
At that point, I'd get scared because I'd just foul ball that shit into my knee or something.
but like at Badger, when it's a pitch, like a machine, you know it's most likely going to be right in the fucking middle of the plate.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's definitely times where it fucking throws weird, but not like a normal pitcher. Like, say if you were throwing to me at 90 miles an hour, you're gonna have throws that are shitty. You're gonna have throws
Bitch,
that
I
are
wish.
really accurate, huh?
So, bitch, I wish I could throw it 90 miles
Well,
an
you
hour.
know, bitch, you know what I'm saying. Like, if you're going into a
I'd be
batting
in-
cage
yeah,
and
the
swinging,
Timberwolves.
all you have to do is watch when it goes and then just kind of time that swing out.
Bro, do you remember player choices batting cages?
Player choice. Wait, where?
Player choices where they had Night Storm and shit
Yeah.
out and not in like Freedom,
Yeah,
but like
yeah,
outskirts
yeah.
of Little Chute and Appleton.
Yes.
They
I-
had the electronic ones where like it was a big ass screen and they did like the pitcher would like they would throw it,
Oh yeah, and it would come out the hole.
it would come out the hole.
Yes, okay,
Bro,
yep.
I could never hit those.
No, because you
I
can't
could-
tell. You can't.
Dude, you cannot. You and like the guy's arm would throw and then like a second later the ball would come out.
yeah,
You're like,
sometimes
what the
it would
fuck
get
is
like
this?
unsynced, and then you're like, all right, he's gonna throw it, and you go to swing, and then the ball's not there, and you're like, what's
So
the
y'all
fuck?
fix your fucking Wi-Fi in this bitch. Hardwire into this shit. I was like, I can't. There's no timing. There's no timing.
Yeah, well, that's the thing with, like I said, batting cages. You can kind of time most of them.
Oh, you watch the ball like roll in,
go into the
sit.
thing. Yeah, so you can time it. Like when at Badger, they have the highest one goes to 80. I could hit a good amount of them. But again, it wasn't because I was good. I was just timing it and I knew when to swing and it fucking hurt my hands every single time I hit it.
Dude, there was one day my dad bought me new batting gloves and it was like right after church. I threw them bitches on, strapped them on, had them on for like 3 hours, full strapped as tight as I could. Basically had no circulation in my hands. Went to the batting cages. The first fucking hit, bro. I hit that shit. I thought I broke both my hands.
Did your like hands like ricochet? Like did it like tingle?
Yeah, I started crying like a bitch. My dad's like, "What the fuck is your problem?" I was like, "My hands." I was like, "Damn, they're broken." I was like, "I'm done. I can't." He's like, "That was like, I'm not kidding. It was the first pitch that my dad
one and done."
And my dad was like, "I just like paid like $12 or whatever the fuck it was for you to." And I'm like, "Dad, I can't." And he like, "Wait, take your gloves off." And I'm like, so I took them off. And he looks at my hands and they're like really blue.
You could see that it was so tight that
it was just so tight. My dad's like, "That's why, you dumbass." And so he was like, "We'll just walk around the store." So we walked, and this was at Plate Again. So we like walked around the store for a little bit. I had picked out a few things, and then he was like, "All right, now go try again." And then yeah, it was totally fine. But I was like, "Yeah, I'll never do that again." So then from then on, every time I went up to Plate, I still do it to this day. I won't strap my gloves.
Like keep them on. You have them on, but they're just kind of.
I don't strap.
Yeah. That is literally besides getting fucking beamed by a pitch, when you hit the ball and it like ricochets and like it sends like the tingles onto your hand, the worst feeling ever. It fucking hurts. I've had that before and I'm like you said, I'm done.
I was
not
literally
playing
done
anymore.
for a few minutes. And it's like when we would play Little League and it was the first like month of like games.
Yeah.
And you would go,
yeah, it's my stomach. I'm hungry.
You hungry?
I'm on a diet still.
So we would get out there and it's like 50 degrees, 55 degrees. You get out there and your fucking hands are so cold.
Oh, that's the worst.
And then you go to hit. It's the same thing as having gloves on just as tight as possible. Your hands are just so fucking done, bro.
Did you ever? I feel like you like when we started like actually like really really hanging out. I feel like we might have been too old. But did you ever play like baseball with us in the backyard?
Not here, but we hung out. The first time we ever hung out together, it was right after baseball because me and Riley were on the same team.
Okay.
And then I went over. we had a game that night. I went over to Riley's house after the game, slept over there. You came over.
Okay.
And then
yeah. Yep, I do remember that.
And then the very next day, I remember Riley's dad taking me and him back to baseball practice.
Yeah, we used to like out in that field behind my house. We used to set up. I mean, we had a home plate. We had first, second, third base. We got a bunch of people out there, and it was kind of weird. Okay, so our home run used to be, that gravel path out there. That was the home run for right field. But since I'm a left-handed batter, it was really easy for me to.
You're lefty?
Yeah, I bet.
Why did I not know that? Do you you throw right though?
I throw right. I'm ambidextrous.
Can you throw left?
Yeah.
Good?
Not really.
I'm pretty good.
Yeah, I throw right hand. Well, okay, so I literally do everything with my right hand. Wink.
I can bat lefty too. I bet if I tried.
Yeah, I do everything literally right-handed, but then
I can probably do it better than you.
I right left-handed. What?
I cut you off to say I think I can do it better than you.
Okay, prove it, bitch.
I'm just kidding.
Wait, do what better than me?
Throw.
Oh, throw. No, see that I can throw, but like I don't know, it's not great left-handed.
Dude, oh fuck! I saw this video and this kid, he was like, yeah, he's like a D1 prospect or some shit, and he threw the ball. It was the worst I've ever seen.
Dude, that would be me though. Like that's the.
But it was a laser. It was a fucking laser. But it looked like the most fucked up throw I've ever seen in my life.
I don't think. What's the worst position in baseball?
Ooh,
I think catcher. Fuck like crouching. Your knees. Catchers retire very early, don't they?
No, I wouldn't say so. Catchers are like the most important. I would say catcher is the most important position in the baseball field.
It might be the most important, but I also think it's like the worst to play.
You spend years being in that position. I think you train for it and all that. I don't know.
How is it not scary?
I mean, dog, you there.
Being a catcher,
I've
either
seen
get
videos-
90-mile-an-hour fastballs drilled at you, or someone hits it and you still like you go to catch and you don't have it because they hit it.
No, I mean it's kind of like so for me, like I don't flinch anymore when I shoot, when I like go shooting.
Yeah.
And like I used to flinch every fucking time. It didn't matter. Like somebody else could be shooting behind me or something like that. Every time something like bang went off, I would flinch. Now it doesn't happen. I think that same goes for catchers because I've seen videos of catchers training. Their coach would be like meteor stairs away. So that's probably half the distance of a pitching mound.
Pitching mound's 90, right?
Yeah. So I would say like I would say they're probably like 45, 50 feet away. Fucking ground balls as hard as the coach can, just fucking hitting them right off the ground so they one hop into the catchers. So they can stop ground balls and shit coming at them like 80, 90 miles an hour. I honestly, God, I don't think, no. Catchers one, yeah, bad motherfuckers.
I hate that I get scared of like the ball. Like I do with every, like
when you're batting?
not necessarily batting. Like, okay, so when I played rec ball, granted, I was a little pussy bitch boy back then, but like when I played second base a lot, and I would hate like if it would be like a line drive to me.
I love that. You hate that?
Terrifying.
I love it because it's like, because like we said before, when like you're getting ready for the play and like when major leaguers are getting ready for the play and everything, and they get ready and they're like, bro, when I'm in that moment, like you came to one game when we were all getting fucked up out in bumfuck Egypt. I don't remember where that was with Brett and all them.
Willie Beemans.
Yeah. But like last year when I played with my work, I was shortstop for that. Oh my God, dude. It was so much fun because like I would say good chunk of the plays are coming either my way or straight to left field.
Yeah.
So it's like, because a lot of batters are primarily right-handed.
Yep.
So in softball, everyone gets ahead of the ball.
Yeah,
like,
so it pulls to the left.
it's gonna pull.
Yeah.
So I think the worst position anybody can play, going back to your question, third base or left field.
Because they're probably getting the most action all the time.
Left field will forever be your best player.
That's Christian Yelich, baby.
Third base is your most powerful hitter and probably your most defensive. Like, they're a brick fucking wall. And your shortstop will always be just your most athletic, all around.
Would second base be the least?
No, I would honestly probably say first.
Because I played second in right field.
First and right field would definitely be like, because right field, like, okay, so in softball, if you're putting right field, it's because you're probably not the best player.
Oh yeah, no, I was fully aware that I was getting put out there because I sucked.
A lot of times, you're probably looking at a team with maybe one or two lefties on the team, and that's
right field doesn't get a lot of love.
Shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But right field, your left side of the field will forever. Forever.
I don't know. That's why I like watching baseball. I like that, like we were talking about that, like getting ready. But I don't like being in the position of having to get ready. I didn't like it. I don't know what it was, and I think that's why I just couldn't get into it.
Anticipation.
Yeah. See, I overthink. I would always be like, I'm gonna fucking miss it. I'm gonna embarrass myself.
I wouldn't even care. Like, there'd be so many times like, yeah, you would fuck up, but dog, you're also taking 100-mile-an-hour ball that's coming at you.
Yeah, but the thought of embarrassment made me want to kill myself. So I just didn't.
Okay.
I didn't want to like miss the ball or that was the most terrifying thing to me. I would go out like when the coach would be like, all right, Doozy, go play second base. I'm like, God fucking damn it. Because if there was someone on first, then I had to make sure I covered second base. And I didn't want to miss the ball. And I didn't want to be the person to blame.
I definitely think as I got older, in my younger years, I got that same thing where I was like, I really don't want to fuck up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you actually had to try hard. You had to do well to play, even like after Pony.
Yep.
And all that, and rec ball and shit. After that, it was done. You didn't really get to play unless you were playing some summer league that was through the fucking Y or some shit. Yeah. And even now, like I try to find men's leagues, like because I always like every winter. It happens every single winter. Like February, like January, February. Yeah, because that's when pitchers and catchers start reporting. So my news feed's full of fucking baseball again. I'm like, God damn, I just want to get out and play. Like I just want to. And I talk to my dude Connor at work once a week probably. I'm like, damn, I wish we got a team together this year. I talked to Brett the other weekend. I tell him all the time. I'm like, yo, you need a sub?
Yeah.
You need a sub? Fucking call me. Like I'm there. I don't care. I'll drop everything.
Yeah, I think like for me, I was scared of it. Like I said, I was scared of like the situations I would get put in of embarrassment. Also, I didn't want to get better because I like at the time, I guess I didn't care as much. Like I wasn't like
you said it before. You didn't even want to play. Your parents just kept putting you in it.
they didn't put me. They legit asked if I wanted to, and I would say yes. And then I would be like, why the fuck did I tell him yes?
Yep.
So it was one of those things where I knew this wasn't going to be something that I continue to do. So like, why try to get better at it, you know? But at the same time, then I'm essentially setting myself up for embarrassment. I mean, I embarrassed myself every single time I went up to bat, so it didn't really make any difference. They knew. They're like, all right, here's one out coming up. This fucking dude's gonna come out there and swing at literally nothing because he's terrified.
You didn't swing at all?
No, I did a few times, but it was just not.
I was so fast.
I don't have a depth perception.
I was so fast and like, okay, I would bunt and make a double out of it.
Yeah.
Like that's how I like, and it would just happen so fucking much. And I got a killer arm. I'd be throwing dudes out from the outfield, trying to run home. Brody Meyer, I'll never forget him and Sam Bartman have caught so many of my outfield balls, like coming in to home and getting people out so many times.
Oh man, good old baseball.
Oh, I fucking love it. I can't wait till the kids are ready.
Yeah, you're gonna get are you gonna see if JoJo wants to do softball and then Brooks wants to do normal baseball?
Oh, they both already want to. JoJo wants to do baseball. I told her she could if she wanted to. I was like, "You're gonna play with boys? You cool with that?" She's like, "Yeah." I'm like,
Do you
"All
think there's ever gonna be a time where like there's women in the MLB?
Yeah, and I think MLB The Show's doing an amazing job this year.
Yeah,
with
they did.
introducing
They did that, right?
Yep, they introduced it into the game.
Yeah.
Because there is a lot of females who have been a part of baseball's history all the way back to the 30s and 40s.
Yeah, I feel like they just kind of bury it though. They're like, we don't want women in our game.
Well,
it's like, why? Why
that's,
not?
That's how it was for literally every sport. How long does it take? I mean, just look at, and this goes back to viewership and stuff like that. But I mean, Caitlin Clark is the baddest fucking bitch to ever touch a basketball. And
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't have called her a bitch. I'm just saying it for emphasis on how fucking dope she is.
He meant like she's that bitch.
Like
she's that bitch.
and she can go into the WNBA, and I think her max salary is like
Yeah, didn't she
$75,000.
just sign something with Ice Cube?
No, Ice Cube's offering her $5 million to come play for the Big Three.
Would she be the first female in the Big Three?
I don't think so. No,
Okay. Yeah, I find it like that's the thing about like women's one.
and
I'll be totally honest.
strictly just because viewership, because it doesn't get the fucking views.
Yeah.
But
I'll
like
be-
that's how it's always been.
But here's the thing too, with someone like her, this is the most I've ever fucking heard about women basketball. Like I think basketball needs women's basketball. She's not WNBA. She's just
She's in college.
women's college basketball,
Yeah.
right? I think you need players like this that kind of fucking push that. Like
You need staples.
you need people, yes, and you know basketball has had. I mean, right now they have LeBron James, they had Michael Jordan, they had all these. And granted, I don't personally know from like, because I'll be totally honest, I don't watch any women's sports ever. I don't really watch sports in general besides like baseball and football, really. And I could not name you one basketball women's player who isn't Caitlin Clark, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the only woman I know that's in basketball.
Yeah.
And I think that's what a sport like women's basketball needs is those big names to get the viewership. And then when viewership gets there, they're like, oh, this is actually enjoyable to watch.
I just saw a post today of there's like 6 or 7 seniors, junior or seniors, girls who are eligible for the WNBA, who are in college basketball right now. And like that's the most they've ever had. Like we're talking A+, like 99 overalls, all of them.
Because I think nowadays too, it's more.
And like that's
I don't
dope.
even know if it's more. I don't know if more acceptable is the right word, but it's more like encouraged. I would say for younger parents to push their kids to fucking do what they want, rather than back in the day. And you know, if you're growing up in the 80s, your parents were like, "No, you go to school, you do this, you do that. You don't. That's a man's sport." Nowadays, it's like there's no man sport. It's just sports. Like I feel like parents are more willing to let their kids kind of fucking do what they want.
Mm-hmm.
Which causes better players because I guarantee Caitlin Clark fucking spent her entire young adult life fucking getting better at basketball. And now she's great at it. And like you said, you're going to let JoJo do stuff.
Yeah, I don't care. She can do whatever she wants. But I mean,
Yeah.
like the other day, because I was having the conversation with Brooks because we were playing catch, I found an old mitt, one of JoJo's old ones, one of the first ones I bought her. And it fits Brooks perfectly. And we were just throwing it. And he was like, I want to play. And like I had the game on and all this other shit. And JoJo was like, I want to play this. And I'm like, do you want to play baseball or do you want to play softball? And then I showed her the difference. And she was like, I want to play baseball. I was like, that's fine. Girls are playing baseball.
Yeah. Do
Like-
they have like girl baseball leagues?
Nope. They just allow girls to play baseball like they should. I really, honest to God, I wish softball.
Do they?
Yes, bro. If you watch like Little League World Series like nowadays,
Oh, but
there's so many girls that are like on the baseball teams. And then you watch high school teams. I think there might actually be.
What's like, where do they stop? Like,
I think they like college even. Like there might be a couple.
I'll say they should be allowed.
Girl,
Like
college.
I would have no. Like you wouldn't have a problem with women being in like the NFL or MLB.
Yeah, right here. Olivia Pichardo became the first woman to play in an NCAA Division I baseball game.
Dude, that takes fucking balls to do.
She's from Queens, New York. Yeah.
That takes balls to be like the only woman to do that shit. Dude, good for you.
But that's what I'm saying. Like
Because
just
you-
look, like this is a chick
You
with
know
a nasty
all
ass
eyes-
wind up, bro. I wouldn't want to pitch to a chick, or I wouldn't want to hit against a chick.
Yeah. Dude, you know all eyes are on that woman.
They're fucking
Like,
slingshot bodies. They probably be ringing in a fucking 114 mile an hour fastball. Just kidding, but like, like all I can think about is like a fucking, oh shit, Rubber Band Man just type.
dude, I think it would be cool to see women in like major league sports.
I mean, you do like on a coaching side and stuff like that. I think like in Major League Baseball, it was like 3 years
there was
ago was the first ever female coach, and I think she was a part of the Yankees of all organizations.
I would honestly say until the older generation dies, I don't see like women getting
That's how it goes for
into-
everything.
Yeah. Literally at the moment right
Everything.
now,
Government,
women
sports,
don't
everything.
belong in a man's sport. Okay, you fucking 90-year-old peasant.
Everything is ran by 95-year-old people.
Yeah, I think like who cares? Like there's gonna be. Do you know how many shitty men are in sports right now? How many shitty players are in the NFL or in the MLB? I guarantee for every shitty man that's in a major league sport, there is a great female athlete
Dog,
that
look at us
could
just hyping
replace.
up the ladies today on the pod, bro.
Hell yeah!
We were just dog shit on them like a month ago, but it's all good.
We don't have to talk about that.
Alex did it all.
Are you fucking me in the dick? You literally said, "Oh, if you were gay, it would have been about dudes. So why does it matter?" And you're right.
Wait, what? Yeah, wait.
Because we were dogging, as you say, we were dogging on women because we were talking about like,
Things that we wouldn't like.
yeah, we were
Things that make us.
like icks kind
Yeah,
of thing.
ick, yeah.
And I was like, and I feel bad because I just literally just talked about how I don't like women, and then you said, yeah, but here's the thing: if you were gay, it would have been about men. So what's the difference? And I was like, okay, thanks for making me feel better because yeah, thanks for making me feel better about bullying women.
Well, today we hyping y'all up.
Well, yeah, because
We need
like,
y'all in baseball. That's it. Just more baseball.
like who fucking
Nah.
cares?
I don't know. If you think about like the history though, I mean, dating back, the only time I ever heard about a female in any sporting event period was like Olympics.
When was the first black person in sports?
Which one?
Just like all.
Well,
Well, what-
Jackie Robinson was the first one to play in like an all-white organization, per se.
Yeah. Well, okay. Who was like the first? Like when were like African American athletes allowed in, say, like the NFL?
When they did the whole you can't segregate shit anymore.
Yeah, but like when was that? Like the 60s?
I don't know. No, before that, because don't they have highlights of people playing in like the 50s?
Well, just look up. I'm just gonna look up this first black
No
person
way, bro.
in the NFL. All right, hold up. Fritz
Bro, it
Pollard.
was the first thing that came up, 1964. When did segregation
Yeah,
end
I knew it was in
and
the
was signed
60s.
into the laws July 2nd?
Fritz Pollard and Bobby Marshall were the first black players in what is now the NFL in 1920. Pollard became the first and until 1989 only black coach in 1921. During the early to mid 1920s, the league used players, coaches, and did not have separate coaching staffs. That's insane that literally over 100 years later, we have not essentially like evolved sports. In the sense of allowing,
We just be changing the rules.
we change the rules, but we don't change the like people that can play it.
We change the prices in these bitches.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Well, somebody's got to pay Shohei so fucking gambling debts.
Wait, what?
You haven't been paying attention to any of that.
I didn't hear what name.
Somebody's got to pay Shohei's
I don't
gambling
even,
debts.
Oh, I don't
Shohei
know.
Ohtani.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
His man or his translator just got caught in like a gambling scheme where
really?
he like paid money. Yeah, like Shohei's money came out and went towards like a dude who got raided by the feds and all this other shit.
Like P Diddy.
Yeah, should we talk about that?
I mean, hey man, what was there to say?
What do we have for time? Because I gotta get home here before this storm gets super fucking bad.
I mean, we got a little bit left. We got like 5 minutes.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, we'll end it with some with the diddler.
We'll end up with some P Diddy.
With the
I bet
did.
Kesha's
He's
feeling
home.
real stupid right now.
He's home.
Is he?
Yeah, there's like pictures of him like at home after they like I've already rated his shit. But I don't know if it's real. I don't know what's real on the internet right now.
Yeah, I don't believe shit until like it's like fully documented.
Apparently, dude had plenty. Like we're talking like this is as bad as pretty much Epstein.
Oh yeah, they're saying he's like the black version of Epstein.
Yeah, like
well, but instead of an island,
it's just
it was his house.
Yeah, it's just his house.
Yeah, it was just his house, and yeah, I don't.
Cameras, minors, celebrities, the whole nine. But you know, all the celebrities that were in fucking around with P Diddy were just probably.
Yeah, it's hard to. Because it's one, I don't even know. It just feels like every fucking famous person nowadays is just fucking kids and doing other terrible shit. And it's like, I don't like anyone anymore.
It's hard to like anyone because you don't know what's gonna pop out.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I'm gonna support this guy. Oh, 5 minutes later, oh, he did what to a child? It's like, oh, I just said I liked him, and now that comes out.
I know. Oh, and I heard somebody played a song. No, I heard it was a Neo song, I think, and they were talking about Diddy, and I was just, oh my god.
Well, I mean, like
that didn't. Hit,
Kesha
right?
has their song "Wake Up in the Morning Feeling Like P Diddy." What does that mean?
That one.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
What does that mean, Kesha?
What the fuck does that mean?
Maybe you just feel like a badass. I don't know, but like, what the fuck you mean, Kesha? Talk to us about it. Tell me what you mean. Yeah, but like I heard his house got raided.
All three.
Yeah, his sons got arrested or handcuffed. They got detained.
Dog just left his kids.
Yeah, and then he apparently got on. So when did you see that he was back at home? Because I didn't see that.
Like 2 days ago.
Okay.
What the fuck was I on? I don't know. Like I said, I don't trust it, period. Like I
Yeah.
guarantee like he's gone. Like there's no.
Well, yeah, the rumor was as soon as he got raided that day, he was like seen at the airport leaving. And
Not
like,
seen. That motherfucker was pacing.
Yeah, he
back
was
and
pacing.
forth.
He was
That
nervous.
big nervous, dude.
dude, what do you gotta? I mean, the rumor is that he's been doing shit since like the early 90s. I can't imagine getting away with shit if what he's done is actually true, which, let's be real, it probably is.
Yeah,
Sadly.
but then that means he fucking then. I hope to God not. I hope it's just not true for everyone's sake.
Yeah.
No, I don't give a fuck about him, but like the people
Yeah.
involved. We're talking Justin Bieber.
Oh, yeah.
We're talking Usher. We're talking
Yeah.
everybody in that clique.
I just don't
All
get how
of those-
so many people can keep secrets.
Everybody that we grew up listening to. Every fucking person we grew up listening to. All of our 2000s pop.
Yeah.
Everything. You throw a 2000s pop playlist on and you're going to get every single 90s baby coming out of the fucking woodworks, bopping their head to that shit.
Well, let's say something. I don't agree with what R. Kelly's done. I'm never going to agree with what he's done. He's a terrible person. But Ignition Remix, fucking fire. Don't tell me it isn't. I can separate the artist from the music from the person. And I know that's kind of bad, especially with someone like R. Kelly. But I'm not sitting here going, yeah, I'm cool with what he did. I'm not. He's in prison. He should rot in prison for the rest of his life, as well as all of these other people. But I'm not going to not listen to the bangers.
So,
But then I hear lines and I'm like, what was that about? What was that line about? Now I'm questioning it.
well, right. And then you see
Now
all
I'm-
these like videos and shit popping up. You got fucking Denzel Washington. Denzel fucking Washington.
What about him?
He did an interview and he was talking. He was like, somebody had asked him about the whole P. Diddy situation. He starts
Yeah.
laughing. And he was like, if you're in the industry, you know how I feel about him. Everyone, like, if Denzel Washington was at a party and P. Diddy was showing up, he left.
Okay,
Because
yeah.
he calls him the devil. He's like, when
Yeah.
the devil comes, you know, all this blah, blah, blah. He was like, you need to leave because if
Surprised
you
he's
don't,
not dead then.
if you don't, you're gonna get yourself into some trouble, or you're gonna get caught by him. You know, with his little
Yeah.
games he plays. I don't know what the fuck.
At
P.
least
Diddy does,
I'm not
but
a big
like
Diddy fan. I've never really liked his music, so I don't have to like listen to his music.
my favorite person when this shit happens, especially in the rap industry or movie industry, is 50 Cent.
Oh,
That
'cause he just-
motherfucker is my favorite
He just makes it humorous.
as fuck. And like there's no threshold with him. He'll say what he wants. He doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
He has, you know,
Just wait. You say that now. Tomorrow there's gonna be news about him.
I hope to God not.
That's just what it feels like, though.
You can't like anyone, man.
No, it's like, huh?
Yeah, that was sketchy.
What the fuck was that noise?
Yeah,
It sound-
that was like up there.
It might have been my fat cat jumping. My cat has to get her snaggletooth removed.
Hmm.
At least she didn't have to get diddied. All right, we want to wrap it up.
Yeah, Diddy did.
Yeah, well, that's the new thing. I'm gonna say. I'm not even gonna say it. Never
No,
mind.
what? Say it.
No.
Say it.
Instead of people saying, and I don't say this, instead of people saying no homo, they say no Diddy now. That's the thing people are saying. Because he was banging dudes.
Which is fine.
Yeah, there's no problem with it.
It's fine.
Yeah, but I seen people on Twitter going, yeah, no Diddy, man. I was like, what does that mean? So I looked it up and I was like, oh.
Well, okay, so let's say the Meek Mill and Diddy thing's true.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
Dude, I don't give a fuck. Well, as long as, okay, let's
Be honest.
No, dude. If Meek Mill's banging Diddy, but he didn't do anything else, like he just smashed Diddy, who fucking cares?
True, and I think that's
Like,
what
who
I
fucking
think
cares?
in his case that is the case because I
Yeah.
think they were alone in the room and there's
Yeah,
only
who gives a
audio.
shit? But if
there's
Meek Mill
no,
was
like,
doing other shit with Diddy, then that's where I'm like, okay. But dude, I listen to a ton of gay artists. I don't give a fuck who you're banging.
Right.
I don't give a fuck who you're smashing, who you're sucking, who you're letting get sucked. Have fun. Do you?
I second that. Hell
And
yeah.
at the end of the day, let's get women in sports.
I mean, we were kind of all over. We went from fucking Cars to fucking.
Cars 2 is a good movie, by the way. Don't let anyone tell
What?
you it's not.
What the fuck?
You said we were talking about Cars, so then I immediately thought about the movie Cars. And everyone hates Cars 2, and I'm like, that's a good fun movie. A spy thriller?
Oh,
With-
I was just watching Spy Kids before I came here.
Hell yeah. Great movie. Are you going to throw up again?
No.
Also, I did take
TP.
off of work tomorrow to play video games, so fuck off.
I did not take off of work to play video games, but I did take off of work because of the weather.
Yeah, well, it just worked out. Rebirth Island comes back, baby. So,
Maybe I'll play with you.
you can do something with me. All right, if you guys enjoyed,
Peace!
you got to tell them where to find us.
Right
You can't make that joke every single time.
on the orange and black side.
I was trying to let you do the outro, but you just ruined it.
Find us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, Pandora, Apple Music,
Pandora.
Apple Podcasts, your mom's closet.
Why are you doing a British accent? Is that a British accent or an Australian
I
accent?
haven't figured it out yet, man.
I haven't figured it out yet, Mike.
Have a good one, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Buy
We'll
your
see you guys
fucking
next
merch.
week. Drive home safe.